was a wall right from that side all the way through here was black smoke. It was pretty disturbing to watch and see, and how fast it traveled. Inside about 5 hours, it moved about 15 kilometers. My name is Rick Seidel. Lived here my whole life, and I own a large construction company, and we've always offered our services that when there's an emergency, we're there for them. But it became a reality when the phone call come from the fire chief that we had a bad fire starting on the Alaska Highway, and that we needed cats to get out and start cutting a fire guard because it was rolling fast in through the residentials. The first thing we were worried about was over on the Parker Hills in this area right here, that the fire would come up over top and then burn into this area, which would candle and then litter this whole area behind us and burn into the town. So we knew the first thing to try and do was get a fire guard built across this ridge. I mean, it was disturbing, but you can't let that. We had to get going. I was scared more that it was going to come into this side. At that point, it was on that side of the Alaska Highway, so we were safe. Them cats pushed through till 2 o'clock in the morning. They got down off the edge of that field. They come back out. We moved into my shop in town, and my wife stayed there and started cooking for us, and we lived in that metal shop. Had 3 hours off. We went back at it again and finished cutting the guard in the bottom to woe that fire up on that side. And you can see where we stopped it down on the edge of the field, because you can see where the green is, that the embers didn't get across. And then we moved further closer to town and started cutting another fire guard. You know, some of our friends lost their houses out here, and I mean, we had a cat delivered out there where the houses that are burnt at 6 o'clock at night. When we were there, that house was standing. But it got so hot in that area, we had to get out of there. And of course, then some of them homes were lost. That's the tough part for me, is that we couldn't help save them homes. I mean, whatever we've happened to us is not the hardships that them people are going through. I didn't do this to be a hero, and I don't expect any recognition for it. But there's a lot of people behind the scenes that were here that are actually the heroes that helped us. There's a lot of people out there that, you know, there's a fellow out there that was fueling up the helicopters that no one will go shake his hand and tell him that he done a good job. And all these guys that were doing the security, their names aren't going to get brought up. There's lots of people behind the scenes. I mean, the cooks that were helping cook for all the people out at the airport, at the Quest hangar, there's a whole list of names. It's all community members that came together. There's not just one line of heroes that worked for me that put the fire out. It's the support people that were behind us that I think that's what people need to realize. This small town all came together fast.